Today I'm going to show you how I break down a whole duck. Pretty simple process, but it's the way I do it. It's the way I've been doing it for a number of years. So I got this 5-pound duck that I purchased from Aldi, $16.55. Now let's just open it. Comes with this orange sauce. All right, and I'm just going to give it a quick rinse. Throw down some paper towels and let that sit for a few moments to drip off. I like to get a sharp knife and I'm going to remove the spine. And if you don't like the sharp knife, let me just display the scissor technique. There's a little bone right there that runs along halfway down the spine, makes it a little bit hard. Like I said, you can do it both ways. Now typically there's not a lot to do with that. You can make soups out of it, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take off the skin because we're gonna make duck fat out of these skins. So you can see I've got that spine separated. Now let's break down the duck. Take off these legs, and then there's a little cartilage right there. Once you cut through the skin and the meat, you can see there's a little bone right there. All right, and just be careful with your knife, and you could typically cut through that pretty easy, and then just keep cutting through the meat until that cartilage is really revealed. And like I haven't even cut into the bone or cartilage yet, and you can see I've gotten through all the meat, and there's just a little bit left, and you can see how that was easily done. Then we basically got a thigh right here. Kind of butchered it a little bit, but it's okay. And so we're gonna just make that thigh a little bit smaller. The other leg. Keep cutting around that skin and the meat of the leg until you get the actual joint exposed, and then it becomes really easy to separate. Just really easy. Skin on. That's the neck part of the duck. All right, and I don't really like these little wingettes. There's just not much meat on them. So what you want to do, same thing with legs. Just kind of cut through the skin and the meat, and you'll twist it and you'll see how the joint is exposed, and you can easily remove it. Next thing, let's remove that wing. Same thing, cut through the skin and the meat, and you can expose the joint. May sound a little gross, but you know, you can expose that joint so that you could cut through it. And it's really easy. There's just not a lot of force, if you could see and hear that. And so therefore we got a duck wing. So now we're left with the ribs and the breast. Make a slit right here where the breasts are, and just run my knife all the way down along the bone and separate that just like so. The breast meat of a duck is the best part of the duck. I like to leave all the skin on that duck breast and just feel around, make sure that you didn't get any cartilage or little bones. Like I got a little bone right there. Beautiful duck breast. That is ready for the cast iron skillet. That's how I like to do duck breast. All right, so there we've got the whole duck broken down. We've got 2 legs, 2 thighs, 2 wings, 2 breasts, all of the skin and the bones if you wanted to make a soup. Got the 2 duck breasts, and I'm just gonna season them with sea salt. Flip them over, salt the skin. Okay, so I've got my cast iron ripping hot. I've got a Staub, I love these things. And I'm gonna go skin side down with the duck breast. I'm gonna sear that off for a couple of minutes, let the skin get a really good crust. Then we're gonna flip it over and then cook the duck most of the way on the flesh side. All right, there we go. Got that beautiful crust. We're gonna cook that for about 2 to 3 minutes. Got the duck breast all sliced up, and I'm gonna put on top a little bit of this Osmo black truffle salt. This stuff is amazing. Not too much, just enough to add, I don't know, a little element of fancy. All right, we're gonna dig right in the middle. Now, duck is kind of similar to steak. It kind of eats like steak, and that's why you can see, ooh, it's a little drippy. It's about a mid-rare to medium. Perfectly cooked in my opinion. Duck breasts, delicious stuff.